In this video, we'll talk about starting a vegan diet for fitness. We will touch on specific ways on how to begin your vegan fitness journey, exercise tips while on a vegan diet, and how to stay healthy overall. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, NextGenU, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get instant updates on our brand new content. Many people would criticize the vegan diet for not having all the needed ingredients to keep you fit. Conventional wisdom will still point to meat, dairy, and eggs as the primary source of protein. And if you're planning to work out, many fitness experts would recommend incorporating these foods into your diet. But you can very much enjoy your vegan journey while staying fit and doing your workouts. Not to mention that vegan diet itself is packed with nutrients to keep you nourished as you engage in these different exercises. This video should provide you with actionable tips to effectively adopt a vegan diet while also on a fitness journey. We'll throw in some workout advice for you, so be sure to watch until the end. Now, before we get started, you must first ask yourself a couple of simple yet important questions. Why am I doing this? What am I trying to achieve? This is where the first tip comes in. Set realistic goals. It's one thing to shoot for the stars, but it's another to set goals that are out of touch and are pretty much setting you up for failure. Experts will tell you that the biggest way to do this is by breaking up your goals into smaller chunks. First, set up a bigger one that you'll want to achieve yearly. It could be lose 50 pounds and build more muscle. Then take it a step further and break it down into monthly, weekly, and daily goals. By doing the smaller chunk strategy, you'll see that each of these goals becomes much more achievable. You'll therefore be more encouraged to push yourself while working smart. Now that you've figured out what your goals are, it's time to start putting them to work. At this stage, you're now all about implementing the right approach. First, let's focus on the diet. This is where we dive into the actual meal plans for you to follow. The key here is balance. Be sure that you're getting the best out of every food group to maximize all the nutrients you need to achieve your fitness goals. Your shopping list should contain the following: fresh produce that includes vegetables like asparagus, cauliflower, carrots, garlic, kale, spinach, zucchini, tomatoes, onions, and bell peppers. You can choose to have all of them at once, but it is more advisable to shop according to when you intend to use them. You also need a generous helping of fruits. Some good examples are blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, cherries, mangoes, pineapples, and organic bananas. You can choose to buy the frozen berry option, but for the other perishable fruits, you should likewise purchase them when you're about to consume them. Next would be the whole grains, breads, and pastas, which will be your primary energy source. These are your quinoas, oats, buckwheats, barleys, and whole wheat pasta variations. Brown rice in its pasta and wrap form are also viable options. Now for your protein. These foods aren't as rich in it as the many non-vegan options, so you would want to consume more of them. Protein, of course, is an essential nutrient for muscle building. For this one, nuts like cashews, hazelnuts, pecans, pistachios, and walnuts are some good examples. Then you have your seeds: chia, flax, hemp, sunflower, sesame. All of these make for good toppings or even snack options. Legumes are also rich in protein. Here you have your beans, chickpeas, and lentils. Then you have your soy products like tofu and tempeh, the main ingredients for some of the most delectable meat substitute meals. And of course, you can also add supplements like protein powders to give you that extra serving. But before doing so, it would be best to consult a professional who could give you proper recommendations. So, you've now completed your shopping list. That now begs a few questions. What does a vegan fitness diet plan look like? How do you lay out these foods accordingly to get the best results? We'll give you some meal suggestions for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. You can strategize these accordingly depending on the time of your workouts. For your breakfast options, you can have a savory meal consisting of tempeh bacon with sautéed mushrooms and a side of avocado and wilted arugula. But if you want to indulge your sweet tooth, you can have a coconut yogurt with chia seeds and berries of your choice topped with walnuts. And if you're doing your workouts in the morning, you'd want to be filled up with something like a sweet potato toast topped with peanut butter and an organic banana. Now for lunch. A protein-packed meal would be something like baked tofu with sautéed cabbage and Brussels sprouts, If you want some carbs with your dish, you can have a chickpea and spinach curry with brown rice or some whole grain pasta with lentil meatballs and a side salad. For dinner, you can choose either a light or filling meal depending if you're tired from a workout or from working the entire day. If you choose the former, you can have something like a bean salad with some black-eyed peas, bell peppers, tomatoes, and corn. But if you're going with the latter and you want to treat yourself, a good option would be something like a black bean veggie burger with slightly salted sweet potato wedges and some steamed broccoli. Now, of course, you'd want to have those in-between treats. A good example would be a bowl full of pistachios, granola on some coconut chia pudding. You can also go with a handful of frozen pumpkin seeds while munching on some frozen grapes. Or you can go old school with a celery stick dipped in some almond peanut butter. So, we've taken care of the diet. Now we'll give you some workout tips. If you're just starting out with a vegan fitness routine, these tips should serve you well. Start with a low-intensity, low-duration workout. Your initial transition to veganism may be smooth, or it may be rough. To be on the safest side, you want to start slow and less intense. Especially if you were used to a carnivore or omnivore diet, your body will need some time to make the adjustments. A good start would be swimming. Do 20 to 30 laps in an Olympic-sized pool twice in a week. Once you've gotten the hang of that, you can increase that number by 3 times in a week. If you want some versatility, a good yoga session will give you that. You can start with the beginner's variation like Hatha Yoga, then as you go along, you can try leveling up your practice. Don't rely on protein alone for muscle growth. Yes, protein does wonders for muscle growth. A few weeks into drinking a protein shake will give you noticeable changes in your body. But does that mean you should use it as your main option to grow muscles? No. First, protein's muscle-building effects mostly happen when repairing a damaged tissue. But if you want actual growth along with strength, you must also get enough sleep, recover between workout sessions, and manage your intake of daily calories, water, and alcohol. You should definitely keep yourself hydrated, but be sure to keep the calories and alcohol in check. Make your post-workout meals about recovery. Speaking of recovery, your body should be entering this process right after working out, and you should be initiating it through your post-exercise meals. Smoothies are a great way to start. You'd want to incorporate fruits like grapes, mangoes, and pears, as these are heavy in alkaline, a nutrient that reduces lactic acid after a workout. And as we said, protein is key for repairing tissue damage, so you'd want this to be a part of your post-workout meals. This is where you can enjoy your chocolate-flavored protein powders. Don't forget to take a rest. Indeed, we are still on the topic of recovery. Many people tend to overwork themselves, thinking they can achieve more gains and get to their body goals a lot quicker. Unfortunately, you're only putting yourself at risk of burnout and potential injuries. That will then sideline you for an indefinite period, which now derails your plans. It's alright to give yourself a rest day, and if you still choose to be active and work out, you can switch it up with lower intensity exercises like yoga or swimming. But you also have the option to just relax and do nothing. You owe it to yourself. You've earned it. Just keep showing up. Want to get to your desired goal much quicker? Keep showing up. Keep powering through those days when you don't feel like getting off the couch. It is actually during these days when you should push yourself even harder, as it trains you to go head-to-head with your mind. It is indeed a battle for you to conquer. It doesn't always have to be difficult, and you can make each workout session more fun. But be sure that you show up and put in the work. You will be rewarded, whether sooner or later. Thanks for watching. Hopefully these tips and suggestions will help you out in your fitness journey. Again, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, NextGen U, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell.